So like many of you, I am very busy. I love eating healthy. I actually do love cooking, but I'm also a full-time personal trainer who typically works mornings and evenings, so I don't really have time to cook every single day. I can usually meal prep for the week, but sometimes even that's hard to prioritize. So when all fails, I need convenience. And that is why I decided to try out Top Plate. Top Plate is a weekly meal delivery service that brings you meals that are already fully prepared. There is no prepping required on your end, you just have to microwave them. Basically how it works is that you select a program, either traditional or premium. Premium just allows you to select extra protein, less carbs, just things like that. And then you select how many meals per week you would like. I went with a 10-meal option just to get started. The prices fluctuate, of course, based off of how many meals you're selecting or if you're picking traditional or premium. Then you get to pick your meals. They have a lot of variety, lots of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even some dessert options. And best yet, they're all pretty high in protein. They also tend to be lower in calorie, which makes them a really great option for many different diets. Personally, I don't track my calories or my macros. I don't have any dietary preferences or any, I guess, like special diet, but I still like to get a good nutritional bang for my buck, especially as a weightlifter. So these meals are definitely still really fitting for my active lifestyle. You can have Top Plate meals delivered to you every single week, or you can also skip weeks if needed, so it's very flexible. The meals really are fresh and they do expire within the week. So I'd say to just make sure that you only order what you think you'll actually be able to eat. So yes, Top Plate delivers healthy, convenient meals, which is awesome, but do the meals taste good? Are they filling and satisfying? And is it worth it? That's what I'm going to find out. Throughout the week, I'm going to try all 10 of the Top Plate meals. I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts and I'm gonna rate them all from 1 to 10. Here are the factors that I will be rating the meals off of. The first thing, which is most important to me, is taste. Do the meals actually taste good? Are they flavorful? I will also be sharing and keeping in mind of the nutritional value. While I personally do not track calories or macros, I will still be sharing the basic nutritional info for the people that are interested, and I'll give my opinion on whether or not I think that the calories and macros are good. And finally, satisfaction and satiety. Are these meals satisfying? Do they keep me fueled and full throughout my workday? Please keep in mind though that I have a very active job and a very demanding work schedule, and so my caloric needs may be a little bit higher than the average person. I will also be keeping that in mind when I give my rating, but do keep that in mind as well. Also, this is just my personal opinion. Okay, let's get into the reviews. The first meal I tried was the buffalo chicken salad. It has 330 calories, 9 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat, and 63 grams of protein, which, that's a lot. I would have personally preferred a little bit more carbs since I am somebody who really likes carbs in my diet. I feel best with enough carbs in my diet. But with all that protein, I would assume that the meal would be very filling and very satisfying. I ate this for lunch at work. The presentation is pretty good. It does look very fresh. After about 2 minutes in the microwave, it's warm, and I must say that the taste is pretty good. It's flavorful, it's pretty hearty, and the vegetables add a really nice touch and a great nutritional boost. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. It tastes great, and the macros are really good. Overall, I would have preferred a slightly bigger portion. I think it would have been a little bit more filling, but ultimately a really strong start for Top Plate. Later that day, right before I started with my evening clients, I tried their pot roast. It has 450 calories, 21 grams of carbs, 21 grams of fat, and 43 grams of protein. It is pretty high in fat, but I was about to have 5 clients in a row, so I needed to stay full. Therefore, the higher fat content really doesn't bother me at all. The pot roast was delicious. Like, I really loved it even more than I thought I would. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. The vegetables and the potatoes were like perfectly soft without feeling overcooked, and the au jus added a really good flavor. It was very filling and I felt very fueled for my evening shift. Really enjoyed the pot roast. The next day, I ate 3 Top Plate meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, by the way, just a little disclaimer, just some transparency. I did all of these days eat some other snacks throughout the day. So keep in mind that I was not only eating the Top Plate meals. I'm a very intuitive eater, and so if I feel like I need another snack throughout the day or if I need more food, I will honor that. For breakfast, I had the chorizo egg scramble with extra protein. It has 460 calories, 18 grams of carbs, 31 grams of fat, and 26 grams of protein. I had the morning off, so I made them at home. I did add hot sauce to it, by the way. The eggs were really fluffy and there was really good flavor. I love the texture of the chorizo. I do wish the potatoes were a little crispier, but they were still really good. I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10 and I would totally eat it again. For lunch, I tried the Fiesta Lime Salmon. It has 300 calories, 27 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat, and 28 grams of protein, so very decent macros. What really brings this dish alive is the sauce for the salmon. It is so sweet, like it adds so much flavor. I'd give this a 7.5 out of 10 overall though. Like it does taste good. I wish there was a higher portion of the quinoa and black beans and less of the cucumber salad, but that's just personal preference. For dinner, I had to eat it quickly in between working out and starting off with my clients. I had this chicken Alfredo pasta with extra protein. It has 390 calories, 36 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, and 38 grams of protein. This was delicious. I seriously loved it. The Alfredo sauce was actually flavorful, the chicken was perfect, the broccoli adds a really good nutritional boost, and plus I just love broccoli and pasta. This will get my first 10 out of 10. It was very, very fueling as a post-workout meal. I really enjoyed it. The next day for breakfast, I decided to try dessert. So I tried the pumpkin spice protein donuts. The nutritional info for both donuts is 260 calories, 22 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fat, and 13 grams of protein. You microwave these for just 30 seconds and then you add the icing. In hindsight, I wish I had let the donuts cool for maybe a minute or two longer, but it's fine, it worked out. What matters most is not my presentation, but how the donuts taste. I thought they were pretty delicious. They didn't have that grainy protein taste like a lot of protein desserts have. They were definitely good. Kinda high in fat for not being super high in protein, but like at some point you just want the food to also taste good, so something kinda has to give there. I think for how good the donuts did taste, like I totally accept that. I give them an 8.5 out of 10 total. They were good, but I just have liked other top plate meals better so far. But definitely a great higher protein alternative for a dessert. For a late lunch, I brought the bulgogi beef bowl to work. It has 540 calories, 50 grams of carbs, 21 grams of fat, and 36 grams of protein. The macros are good, and I like that there's more carbs. Plus the protein and fat really filled me up well for my 4-hour client streak. The flavor was really good, it didn't come with any sort of sauce, and it really didn't need anything. The beef was very flavorful, and the rice and broccoli added great texture. I give this an 8.5 out of 10, mainly because yes, it is great, but similar to the donuts, I just liked some meals better, such as the chicken Alfredo. For dinner, when I got home, I tried the teriyaki chicken stir fry. It has 420 calories, 48 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat, and 43 grams of protein. Really good macros. But personally, I didn't love this. I wish it came with a sauce on the side to make it more flavorful. And honestly, I just didn't find it super satisfying. It didn't taste bad, and I don't think the portion was super small. I just felt like something was missing. But because it didn't taste bad, I'm still gonna give it 7 out of 10 overall. I just feel like it was probably the weakest dish that I've tried so far. For lunch the next day, I tried the buffalo chicken mac and cheese. It has 380 calories, 33 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fat, and 33 grams of protein. It tasted amazing. It had a little kick, not super spicy, though keep in mind I have a very high spice tolerance, so nothing is all that spicy to me. It was bursting with flavor. I wish the portion was just a little bit bigger, but also I do tend to have a higher appetite in the afternoon, so that's probably why I felt that way, which I supplemented with snacks throughout the day too, so it really wasn't the end of the world. I would still give this an 8 out of 10 though, because it tasted great, and that's what's most important to me. And finally, as an early dinner, I had the beef bolognese pasta. It has 340 calories, 34 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 24 grams of protein. Like the mac and cheese, I just wish the portion was like a tad bigger, that's all. Because the pasta tasted great. The beef made it nice and hearty. I did really like the meal, I just thought that the portion was on the smaller side. Because of that, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. So after trying the 10 meals, what do I think of Top Plate? Well, I liked the meals. I did. I thought they were all really good. There were definitely some that I liked more than others, like the Alfredo or the pot roast or the egg and chorizo breakfast, but I thought all of them were good. All of the meals were nutritious, high protein, really convenient, which is exactly what I was looking for. I'm usually kind of skeptical of meal delivery service just because I am somebody who does like to cook and I like to kind of know what I'm adding to my meals and I like to have a say in it. But Top Plate really impressed me with the overall quality of the meals. Would I continue to eat Top Plate meals? Yes, but not on a weekly basis, and that's really only because I do genuinely like cooking. I try to cook whenever I have time, but on my crazier weeks, something like Top Plate would be very convenient and very effective for me. Do I recommend Top Plate? Overall, yes. I think the meals are really great, and I think they're convenient, and I love that they're fresh. And what's extra convenient is that a lot of meal delivery services still require a lot of prep, and Top Plate doesn't require any of that. You just get the meals, microwave them when you're ready, and you're good to go. And I love how easy that is. I do wish that a lot of their meals had a higher carb count, but that is 100% personal preference. A lot of people are a little bit more carb conscious for whatever reason, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying that for the people that are, Top Plate would be very accessible for you. I do think that the lower carb count makes a lot of the meals more accessible and more appealing to more people. So that's really good. If you're looking for convenience, but you don't want to sacrifice taste or nutrition, Top Plate is a great option for you. You should definitely give them a try. I will have their website linked down below for more information. But like I say in all my videos, nothing is like an end all be all, and I would never tell any of you that you have to have something. If you really enjoy cooking and you have enough time to meal prep usually, then Top Plate probably isn't necessary for you. And like anything I review or recommend, please do your own research to decide what's best for you. But I had a lot of fun trying out Top Plate. I would love to know what you thought about this review and what you thought about Top Plate and the meals. Are you interested in trying them out? Do you like meal delivery services? Are you skeptical of them at all? Just let me know your thoughts and feelings. I want to hear them. And of course, let me know if you think there's anything else I should try or review in a future video. All right, signing off. I just wanted to remind you that doing something amazing for yourself is never a waste of time. Let your worthiness be your why.